In 2017, astronomers discovered something extraordinary. A peculiar elongated object had entered our solar system from deep space, traveling at astonishing speeds. Initially, they presumed it was a comet or asteroid, but its behavior was unlike any known. It lacked a visible tail, showed no signs of outgassing, and its acceleration was inexplicable. Some scientists, including Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, even posited that it might be of artificial origin, potentially an alien probe sent to observe us. Just as mysteriously as it arrived, Oumuamua vanished into the vastness of space, leaving more questions than answers in its wake. Now, something unimaginable has occurred. Oumuamua has returned. This time, it's accompanied by others. Elon Musk described this event as the most significant discovery in human history. Researchers are racing to comprehend what they're witnessing. New objects strikingly similar to Oumuamua are traversing our solar system in ways previously deemed impossible. Who are they? Where do they originate? What is their purpose? Join us as we unveil the eerie details surrounding one of the most startling revelations in contemporary astronomy. When Oumuamua debuted in 2017, astronomers quickly recognized its uniqueness. It possessed an unusual cigar-like shape, was highly reflective, and, most perplexingly, it accelerated as it traveled away from the Sun. This unexpected acceleration ignited fierce debate among scientists. Comets generally speed up due to outgassing, releasing vapor as they approach the Sun. However, Oumuamua exhibited no visible gas, no tail, and lacked traditional propulsion signs. Some theorized it was a remnant of a distant planetary collision, while others speculated it might be an advanced piece of technology, like a light sail, propelled by solar radiation. The enigma appeared unsolvable. Oumuamua left before we could send a probe or conduct in-depth studies. Scientists assumed we wouldn't have another chance to analyze such an object. Yet, against all odds, it returned. Astronomers identified a new object entering the inner solar system, tracing an almost identical path as Oumuamua. Initially, they thought this alignment was coincidental, but soon more objects appeared, all exhibiting the same bizarre traits. Suddenly, Oumuamua was no longer an isolated incident. Something was unfolding in deep space, and we were only beginning to grasp its significance. As researchers investigated the new arrivals, a shocking realization emerged. These objects resembled Oumuamua almost perfectly. Like the original, they were elongated and thin, with shapes unlike any asteroids or comets known to us. They also lacked visible outgassing but accelerated in unpredictable manners. However, this time, there was a critical distinction: they were not alone. At least two other objects were detected, following a similar trajectory. They weren't meandering chaotically like random debris, instead, they were traveling in what seemed to be a coordinated fashion. This raises unsettling questions. Was Oumuamua truly a solitary visitor in 2017? Or is it part of something much larger? If these new objects are on the same path, are they connected to the original? And if so, is this merely the onset of an even deeper mystery? Elon Musk recognized the event's significance, asserting that if these objects are indeed linked to Oumuamua, we might be facing either a novel natural phenomenon or something more ominous. Governments, space agencies, and private aerospace firms swiftly began investigations. That's when things took an even stranger turn. Unlike in 2017, when Oumuamua departed before we could react, humanity was prepared this time. NASA, ESA, and private entities like SpaceX and Blue Origin rapidly devised plans to intercept the objects before they escaped into deep space again. For the first time, a worldwide initiative aimed to send a spacecraft to study an interstellar object up close. NASA proposed launching a probe immediately using current technology to track and analyze these enigmatic visitors. Meanwhile, China's space agency revealed its own intercept mission, igniting a new space race. The European Space Agency showed enthusiasm to participate, suggesting adapting an existing spacecraft for closer observation. This unprecedented response illustrated one thing. Leading scientists and space agencies now believe these objects are more than mere space rocks. But time is of the essence. If we don't act swiftly, these objects, like Oumuamua, will vanish again, potentially forever. If they do, what crucial information might we learn? One of the most unsettling theories surrounding Oumuamua's return is the possibility that it is not a natural object. If these entities are neither comets, asteroids, nor remnants from a cosmic event, we must entertain the notion that they could be something entirely different. Some experts propose they could function as probes, remnants of an ancient surveillance system dispatched by an unknown intelligence. Consider how we launched Voyager 1 and 2, carrying messages about Earth. What if an advanced civilization had executed a similar mission millions of years ago? Could Oumuamua and its companions be observing us? And if they are, who sent them? This leads to a darker consideration. What if these objects are not merely passive observers? What if they are responding to us? Could Oumuamua's return signify that whoever sent it is aware of our watchfulness? If true, the most profound question remains. What occurs next? Elon Musk's apprehensions became increasingly urgent. He cautioned that if these objects were artificial, we could face technology far exceeding our own. Conversely, if they were natural phenomena, it would fundamentally alter our comprehension of physics. However, as scientists raced to uncover answers, a more alarming scenario arose. What if these objects were not merely passing by? What if they had a specific destination? As observatories worldwide intensified their tracking efforts, astronomers began to predict the future paths of these objects. Initially, it appeared they followed a trajectory akin to that of Oumuamua in 2017. Then, an unexpected revelation emerged. Rather than drifting away from the solar system like Oumuamua did, one object seemed to steer toward the inner solar system. This development sent chills down scientists' spines. If an interstellar object is mere space debris, its trajectory should follow gravity and momentum alone. Yet this particular object exhibited subtle course adjustments, as if deliberate. Speculation surged. Could this be an artificial craft maneuvering intentionally? Was it affected by gravitational forces still beyond our understanding? And crucially, was it on a collision course with Earth? Space agencies and governments quickly took notice. Telescopes and satellites were repositioned solely to monitor these enigmatic arrivals. Intelligence agencies were allegedly briefed on the unfolding situation, but no answers surfaced. As the objects continued to drift, humanity waited anxiously to see their destination. If they were simply another set of interstellar visitors, there was nothing to fear. Yet, if they represented something else, we could be on the brink of an unprecedented revelation. Amidst these developments, space agencies scrambled to respond. NASA, the European Space Agency, China's CNSA, and even private entities like SpaceX collaborated like never before. Prominent figures such as Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos were reportedly involved in high-stakes discussions about studying or intercepting these objects before they vanished again. Anonymous leaks indicated that various governments held classified meetings, addressing the potential threats posed by these phenomena. Why the secrecy? If these objects were merely random space debris, why involve intelligence agencies? Theories ranged widely, from national security concerns to fears of encountering a technology beyond our comprehension. Some officials advocated for immediate probe launches, while others worried that approaching the objects could elicit unwelcome responses. Despite this urgency, space agencies grappled with a frustrating dilemma. Hesitation could result in the objects disappearing into deep space, denying humanity crucial insights. But acting too hastily could provoke unforeseen consequences. Among the various theories, one stood out as particularly unsettling. What if these objects had a purpose? Some researchers began linking the mysterious visitors to unexplained interstellar events throughout history. They cited reports of unusual meteors, unexplained fast radio bursts from deep space, and even historical sightings of strange objects in our skies. What if these interstellar arrivals were part of a broader pattern, one humanity was just beginning to discern? Speculation arose that these objects might convey a message from an advanced civilization, observing us from a distance and now making their presence known. Others speculated a more sinister possibility. What if these objects served as warnings? If an advanced intelligence sent them, was it for surveillance, study, or to prepare us for something greater? One thing became clear. Whatever was occurring, it was escalating. For the first time in history, scientists, governments, and space agencies united to observe this unfolding mystery together. The pivotal question became not just about the identity of these objects but also about the consequences that might follow. The return of Oumuamua was already a remarkable event. The revelation that it was not alone, accompanied by objects exhibiting mysterious behaviors, amplified its significance. This situation may compel us to rethink our understanding of the universe itself. The real question is no longer whether these objects are natural or artificial. Instead, the pressing inquiry is, why are they here? If this represents a rare cosmic phenomenon, we are witnessing something truly extraordinary, an interstellar event unlike any previous encounter. However, if these objects originate from an intelligence greater than our own, we may stand on the cusp of a transformative encounter that could reshape our perceptions of life beyond Earth. Elon Musk has already labeled this the most significant discovery in human history. Space agencies, governments, and private companies are in a race against time to identify what we are facing. But if these objects are observing, studying, or communicating in ways we cannot yet fathom, the key question becomes, are we prepared for what lies ahead? We now turn to you. What theories do you have regarding these enigmatic interstellar visitors? Are they just another cosmic anomaly, or could they signify proof that we are not alone? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you wish to stay informed about astonishing space discoveries, remember to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss our next deep exploration.